originally only support that. For example, I'm running in A.com, I can only send requests to the server running on A.com. If you want to send to B.com, sorry, you cross origin, you cannot do that. It's restricted by the browser. But in level 2, you can do that. But need a little work on the server side. We will talk about that in detail in day 4, I believe. So browser support is also good. Any questions about sending requests to the server? No? And let's take a look at WebSocket. WebSocket is much powerful than XHR because XHR can only send requests from the client to the server and then fetch results back. WebSocket, after can establish a WebSocket connection, you can send requests to the server anytime, and the server, if he has any message for you, he can push back to you anytime. So it's kind of like a socket for the web. And let's see some demos about this one. Sorry about this small screen. This is a little game also created with WebSocket. Now I'm running a Firefox on the left and a Chrome on the right. Let's refresh it. Okay, now here I am swimming along. So let's add somebody else. You know, offline, you cannot see each other. Yeah, the level is bad. There I see some guests. Say hello to them. Yeah, it's kind of fun. So each of these little, how do you call this? Yeah, are actually a client. So they all connected to the server with a WebSocket. Whenever I move, it will send my new position to the server, and then the server will broadcast all these to the other client. So that you can see the bunch of them just swimming around, saying hello. Okay, that's quite fun, this example. And another example would be a chat room. This is also done by a WebSocket. This two client is connected to the server through a WebSocket, and then they can talk to each other. For example, let's say hello. Now, this side we receive the hello. And then we say something back to him. Nice to meet you. Now we can receive it on the other side. So it's real-time pushing. The server will send you data anytime. This is really, really great features of WebSocket. So you can imagine all kinds of use, web chat, gaming, real-time, multiple user gaming. And this is how it works in detail. Actually, it's based on HTTP requests. So because of a lot of issues, socket cannot overcome because a lot of server only open port 80. Again, we can send a HTTP request first to the server, and then we do some handshake on this request to tell the server, I want to do a WebSocket handshake here. And then if the server support it, you will finish the handshake by a response, and then later you can just send your data through this WebSocket connection in real time. Okay? And then after you are done, you can just close it. These are actual codes there. Now we can read about it in day 4. There's a more detailed example here. And browser support also good. Firefox, Chrome, Safari, even IE. Now let's talk about some real exciting fact about WebRTC. I'm not sure whether you guys read about WebRTC. RTC stands for real-time communication. It's a way for making not just real-time messaging. You can do video chat. Okay, you can actually get the user's webcam, then do video chat between each other. And this connection is not through the server, it's actually P2P. For example, I'm going to do video chat to you. My browser is actually really connecting to your browser in a P2P connection without a server. plugin free. Before HTML5, you can actually do this with Flash, but well, of course Flash is closed, so not supporting the mobile browser. So let's take a look at some example. We have something called the webcam toy here. Now you can see the browser is asking for my permission to access my camera. I should see me anytime. Yes, here. Now remember, this is all done by the browser, and HTML5 is no plugin is required. We took a look at the class. Okay. And we can apply some effects on it. Oops, sorry. It's like kind of like a photo booth on the web. Let's see, there's for example a fish eyes effect. You can actually see it changing, right? And then we can take a photo. Smile. Okay, and then we'll share it. And this is the ability to access users' webcam, and then we could do video chat. Of course, we can access the. Let me see whether it works here. Loud. Come on. And then on the other one also. Now, of course, this is the same camera, so you see the same thing. But if you are doing this on a different browser, you can see each other, you can talk to each other. There's actually streaming videos and audio, peer-to-peer. It's really cool, okay? But this is not yet standardized, so you really need to think about using it. I believe only Chrome and Safari, I'm not sure about Safari, has implemented. But it's really cool feature, right? It's the future, right? Let's close this. So this is how it's done. Although the video and audio streaming is P2P, but you need a server to introduce yourself, introduce it to each other. Where am I? I need to set my location, not the geolocation, but the actual, for example, the IP address to the other end, so that the other end knows how to connect with me. So we need some kind of service in the middle to introduce each other, and then after that, after we get information about each other, we could do the PPP connection, okay? And then we could do video chat, sending messages together. Oh, any question about these webs? Okay, about DC?
Is there any? And asking if you have any code example to show how to use.
About DC? I don't have a code here, but I believe in default. But maybe I could post a link here. Describe this in more detail. Okay. I put it in the event pad you used yesterday. Okay. Any more questions? Yes.
Is that secure? Saying that camera stuff.
Oh, because the user has to allow it first. So if you want to get the user's camera, the browser will ask the user, do you allow it? Then if you click deny, then it won't be accessed. Okay? Any more questions? Then move on to the last topic of today's HTML5 API is about mobile. So mobile phones is really making the HTML5 even more powerful, because browser is mobile is actually the bridge to connect the virtual world to the real world, because a mobile phone has something that a laptop or desktop PC does not have. It's sensor, lots and lots of sensors. We have the accelerometer, we have the compass, we have a GPS module. We could get users' actual location. We could read the compass or the gyroscope to know how the user is holding their phone. We could access the accelerometer to see how the phone is moving. So it's really, really powerful sensors. So what are we going to use all these sensors? We could create games, right? Really interactive games, or very useful things. For example, the indoor navigation, a lot of stuff like that. So this is a picture about phones before and after iPhone. So you can see that actually before iPhone, all these phones are focusing on how they look. You see there's all kinds of different looks and phones, but actually they are basically the same. Make a phone call, send SMS message, nothing more. Okay, but after iPhone, they're adding more and more sensors, accelerometers, gyroscope, compass, GPS, a lot of them. Okay, and there's a near field communication, right? Or not into iPhone yet. So let's take a look at the event in action. So the orientation and motion, which is something called the device eventation and device motion event, will actually tells you how the browser is facing, how you're holding it, or how you are moving it, in which axis. Okay. Now there's actually a three-dimensional thing, right? So the left to right is X, the bottom to top is Y, and then the back to front is Z. And these events has basically some X, Y, Z value to tell you how the phone is rotating, how the phone is accelerating. So this is a basic example about how to access these events. You simply add an event listener about the device orientation from the window object, and then you can access these alpha, beta, gamma, just the X, Y, Z value. Or if you access the device motion events, it could tell you that there's several attributes for the rotation rate is the same as this one, and you can access acceleration. There's two types of acceleration value. There's an acceleration which is the way you move your phone, and there's acceleration including gravity, which is that we have a constant acceleration about the gravity, like the g-force. So there's always a 9.8 meter square meter value on this one. And the acceleration is remove the effect of gravity so that you can see the actual movement of the phone. Now let's see some demos. I believe I have it with my phone. One second. This is it. So when I move my phone, this little tag is moving too. So my browser can sense how my phone is facing, how it's moving, how it's accelerating. It's not so clear. You can move it, and the HTML5 tag will move accordingly. It's just a basic example about how to use these events. But browser support is also, so not every browser is implemented it. Only I guess Chrome and on a mobile browser, for example, Chrome for iOS or Chrome for Android, and as mobile Safari is supporting it. But yeah, I guess. But these are really cool features. You could create games. For example, the Angry Bird launcher, you could actually see the acceleration and then launch a bird. Right? Okay, geolocation is the last one. So the geolocation API gives you the ability to locate a user, the exact location. Before that, we could only check the user's IP address and see roughly which city are you in. But this example can locate you right there on which street, really exact location. So the browser kind of asks me, are you willing to share your location to this website? So I share location, and then boom, there where are we? NTU, let's zoom in. Innovation Center, really exact location. Okay. And the geolocation has actually two main APIs. First is get current position, so you can get a one-time position information. And then the next one is called watch position. You can watch the user move, so you can get a constant event whenever the user's location should change. And when you want to stop, you just simply call clear watch. Okay, very simple API. So this is a simple example. The get current position with x-axis position with the object called the latitude or longitude. Okay. And this is how you watch the user move. It's actually the same object. You just get an event when the user's locations change. Oh, already showed the demo, right? Okay, finally. Any question about the this morning? No? Okay, now with all these API, I believe that in this afternoon's hand-on labs, you will create something really cool. And if you need any reference to this code, just visit this website, or I will update the link to the event path later. Okay? Thank you, guys.